because it was funny. It was a joke. He was trying to make me laugh, which it worked. Him and my sister came up with this idea together.
I was egging it on. I was like, yeah, do it. Because
you guys remember the dog food woman, the woman that her husband packed lunch and put dog food in her lunch? Remember that video? Now there's an update. Even the woman's sister is involved. Let's talk about it. Hey beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome back to my channel. How have you all been? Hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is an update of the video I posted a couple of days ago of a woman that came to share the lunch her husband packed for her. So apparently she forgot to pack lunch and she asked her husband to pack lunch for her, and the husband decided to pack lunch, but the husband did not pack any food for her, packed a lot of chips for her, and packed dog food for her too. And this got the internet talking and all that. If you haven't seen that video, go check out that video. It will make sense what we're talking about in this video. So now in this video, the sister, we got to find out that now her sister was in the house when the husband was packing that food. Her sister helped the husband to pack that lunch for her. And she's kiki kaka and she's out here on the internet defending what all of us were pointing out to say, girl, that man don't like you. She's here talking about he did not call her a dog, he called her a dog. Tomatoes. Anyway, guys, let's go check out her defending her husband, her sister coming to share our own side of the story, and then people's reaction. Let's go check it out and then we'll come back and talk more.
It's the lunchbox girl. Okay, the explanation y'all have all been waiting for. Okay. It's time to explain what happened this weekend. And I cannot even process that I'm making this video right now. Okay, so a few people, 30 million to be exact, and more, because it's been posted other platforms, have seen the video of me unpacking the lunch, the dog food, that my husband packed me. And most of you, half of you, 3/4, 75%, hated it. You thought it was horrific, horrible, and the worst thing that's ever happened to anybody. I'm here to explain it, okay? Number one, the dog food. He spelled it, yes, his handwriting is horrible. Yeah, it is, you're right. Y'all are so pressed that he called me a dog. He did not call me a D-O-G. Dog, D-O-G, like a dog that has a leash. He did not call me that. D-A-W-G, dog as in homie, American slang for homie. It's what we call each other. It's a joke. J-O-K-E, joke. Y'all were also so pressed that he put it in my lunchbox. That's why he put it in a bag, so it didn't get on my food. This was at the bottom because he thought of it last and he tried to hide it under the Chipotle so that it would be a surprise. Because it was funny. It was a joke. He was trying to make me laugh, which it worked. Him and my sister came up with this idea together. My sister thought it was funny too. Moving on, second, the Chipotle. Y'all are all really upset that it was 2-day-old Chipotle. Well, guess what? Teacher brain deceived me. It was actually a day old. It was from the night before, so not even a day old. I said 2. As a teacher, 1 day feels like 7. Okay, all I get in my bowl is rice, steak, and beans. That's what my son thinks about it. Okay, anyway. He brings me lunch once a week. So all of you saying that this is his way of telling you to never ask again, no. He brings me lunch once a week. Normally, it's like Chick-fil-A or something like that. First day of school, he bought me a bouquet of candy and a bouquet of flowers, set up a whole screen that said, happy first day of school, all the things. He doesn't hate me, guys. But the Chipotle, the reason he packed that is because he wasn't planning on bringing me that lunch that day. I had asked him to bring me lunch because I had forgotten, and he said, what would you like? I said, Chipotle leftovers and snacks. He packed me Chipotle leftovers and snacks. The reason I recorded it is because I knew it was going to be funny how he packed it. I just knew it was going to be. The dog food was a sweet surprise that made me laugh. And so that's all I'm going to say on that. Thank you for the love and the hate. Both does the same for me. Love you guys. And I know you're already going to hate me for even coming out with an explanation because it gives you a reason not to hate anymore. But if you're here for the teacher content and the QOOTDs, free to stay if you're not and you're only here to hate. Peace, love, and happiness, and I hope that you find something to find joy in today and not just hate on someone else's life. Mwah!
Hi y'all. Just wanted to come on here really quick and make a comment / statement. As y'all are all aware, my sister had a video go viral of her unboxing a lunch that her husband packed for her. Several things that I kind of want to note here. Yes, I was with him when he packed that lunch. I was egging it on. I was like, yeah, do it, because our family is so full of humor. Half the viral videos that I have on my page are literally my family being so goofy and funny and sometimes even making fun of each other. Like, that's just how our family dynamic is. So yes, I was with him midday, helping him pack the lunch, and why that is because I live with them. Me and my son live with them. I'm not going to go into reasons why. That is nobody's business but my own, but I do live with them. I didn't have any clients that day, and he didn't have class that day as a full-time nursing student. That being said, I was getting up for the day, and she needed a lunch, and he started packing it and was like, what should I pack it? And I said, this is what you should pack. And he just kind of went with it, and he even said, should I do this with the dog food? I said, absolutely. Y'all know my family. You know that it just fits so well with her personality, with ours. He treats it really well, and y'all don't get to see that, but I do. I personally, as her big sister, get to watch my sister be in love, and as her big sister, it's a weird feeling to look up to them as a couple. I am single, so I look at that and I'm like, wow, like I want that. Like, I want the humor, I want the love, and he really is one of the sweetest, nicest people to her, so romantic to her. But not only that, he's nice to everybody. Like, he'll go out of his way to help anybody, no matter what. Y'all are really going after livelihoods at this point, and y'all are taking a shot at my sister's character. And do I appreciate y'all, like, looking out for her? Absolutely. As a big sister, it kind of feels good not to see the negative, but to look at that and be like, wow, people are actually, like, if they were really concerned, they want to be quiet about it. So in a sense, I appreciate y'all, like, actually looking out for my little sister, because I can promise you one thing: if he treated her like garbage, I would not put up with it. Anybody who knows me knows I would not put up with it. That's all I'm gonna say as far as that video goes. I just wanted y'all more to put in perspective before y'all be keyboard warriors and really state your opinion in comments. Just remember that these are people's lives. Try to put yourself in the shoes of, if you posted something you thought was cute, quirky, and funny that your husband did, and you're being told to get a divorce, that he's cheating on her, that she has an awful sister. Like, just try to put yourself in her shoes. She's genuinely not bothered, because that's the type of heart she has, and she will always find the positive in everything. But if I was her, I know I'd be to the ground crying, sobbing, screaming, throwing up, all the above. Keep that in mind before y'all go crazy and try to go after someone's livelihood. So I hope y'all have a really blessed day.
Tim and my sister came up with this idea together. My sister thought it was funny too.
Why is your sister chilling with your husband alone in the middle of the afternoon while you're at work? You said that as if it made that any better.
Exactly.
You could not beat this information out of me. I am genuinely flabbergasted at the things that people allow and accept. Maybe my boundaries are just a little bit too strict. I don't know, but absolutely not. And she signed off on sending you dog food. That didn't send off no, like, alarm bells, no red flags, no nothing. Not only was there another grown adult there that could have guided him to a better lunch choices, it was your sister who just happened to be chilling at your house alone with your husband in the middle of the afternoon and signed off on sending you dog food. One thing I've learned about TikTok is the more people come on here and try to explain their bad partners and the decisions that they make, they just make it worse and worse and worse and worse. Like, just sometimes no response is the best response. I fear the lights on but no one's home, because absolutely not. I'm genuinely befuddled at anyone who thinks that any of this is okay.
Does anyone else think that sister and that husband and that whole dog food lunch thing was just like an actual joke between them, and the wife was just the punchline, and now she's being the punchline in front of the entire world because she's defending him? Again, I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but I'm just saying, if my sister and my husband were to, like, come up with a weird joke like that, all I'm saying is I'm suspicious of the husband and the sister.
of went with it. I want that. Like, I want the humor. I want the love. And he really is one of the sweetest, nicest people to her. So romantic to her. But not only that, he's nice to everybody. Like, he'll go out of his way to help anybody. If they were really concerned, they want to be quiet about it. If he treated her like garbage, I would not put up with it.
This you, sis? So sis just confirmed that she was hanging out with the husband midday in their house while the wife was at work. She does live with them. And then she gets on camera like, he's the nicest guy. I look up to their relationship. I want what they have. Girl, stop. And let's not forget that this is the same sister that the original poster said used to traumatize her as a kid, forced her into a diaper at the age of 7, wouldn't let her out, locked her in a room until she actually used the diaper. And now fast forward to adulthood, same dynamic, sister and the husband team up. The original poster is the butt of the joke and everybody else is laughing. That's not funny, and you know it's not. And when your sibling co-signs with the partner, you don't just have one person gaslighting you. Now you got a whole team living in your house. And you know for sure that you actually want to be the person in your sister's shoes in that relationship. Call it what it is.
Girl, we don't care. I mean, if you like it, I love it. Me personally, I wouldn't hate it. It wasn't the items that he put in there, whether it was a joke or not, with the dog food, whatever. It's the fact that nothing was in the container, baby. If it's a joke, pack my shit right. You know how I like my lunch pack. It wasn't in no containers. It was a rolled up bag of chips, some leftover. Girl, like, it looked very unorganized and it should have been disinfected. It looked like it was nasty, dirty. And the fact it's got your sister approval. First of all, it was your sister's idea, but then it got her approval. It's just insane. I know he probably took some pictures and sent it to her, and she probably was like, oh, this will be hilarious. Yeah, do it. I love my brother-in-law. Sometimes we might send a TikTok here and there. Or we may just talk like, oh, you know, how's it been with you? It's been 2 months, but I would never send my brother-in-law no idea to pack my sister a dog lunch or whatever it was. Like, I wouldn't do that because I love my sister. I actually like her, and I do love her. Like, not just because she's my sister I love her, but I actually like her because she's a cool-ass person. Like, she's a cool-ass bitch. And she's funny. And she's charming, and she's caring, and she's a great mother to my 2 nephews. She got 2 boys. Like, I don't think your sister like you, baby. So you don't have to explain to us. You don't have to explain to the internet. Like, that's your man. And that's your sister. That's your family. But I don't think they like you. I think they have a text thread that they be going back and forth and they be clowning your ass. Yeah. All right, now. Thanks for coming on TED Talk.
Y'all remember the woman whose husband packed her dog food amongst other shitty snacks when she called him and asked him to pack her a lunch for work? And y'all remember how she said that her sister was also in on the joke, so that somehow made it okay? Well, the sister came forward. And the sister is a single mom, and she lives with them. So they were home alone together while you were at work. Where are the people who have jobs? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because if they had jobs, if they were working, then they wouldn't have time to do this shit. But anyway, I digress. So the sister is like, oh my gosh, she's the nicest person in the entire world. And if he was actually being disrespectful, I wouldn't put up with that. And I love my sister and I actually idolize them and I want what they have. Have y'all ever heard of a movie called All About Eve? Spoiler alert. Okay, so it's an old black and white movie starring Betty Davis. Oh, okay. So Betty Davis, her character, comes across this young woman who was like, oh my gosh, I love you. I idolize you. I wish I could be like you. So Betty Davis takes this woman under her wing. Long story short, as the movie progresses, this young woman slowly starts to ease Betty Davis out of the way until eventually she becomes the star of the show and she's getting major awards that Betty Davis, her character, should have gotten. Do y'all see where I'm going with this? But anyway, I keep digressing. I still said what I said in the last update I gave about this whole situation. The more I'm hearing, the worse that it keeps on getting. And I really wish everybody would just shut up at this point. I don't care what your sister says.
If your sister loves you, they wouldn't do anything like that to you. And it was all, well, our whole family jokes like this. Your whole family is assholes. I'm sorry. A lot of times people pass off, well, this is just how my family is. This is just how we are, when your family is just a bunch of jerks that you should probably distance yourself from. I was talking to one of my guy friends. I keep them at a distance. I wouldn't really say we're closely friends, but I wanted to get his input on this whole situation. And he just had this whole weird look on his face. And all he said was, they really don't like her very much. And then he said, that guy really just doesn't like her. And I said, would you ever do anything like this to your girlfriend? And he was like, no. And he just was shocked that something like this occurred, supposedly to somebody he's supposed to be loving. No matter how you repackage it and put a shiny bow on it and toss glitter at it, it's still not making any sense. These people just don't like you. I'm sorry. I've said this before, and a lot of y'all who have been following my content know this about me. I am modern and forward-thinking and open-minded in a lot of ways. And one of the things that I was taught growing up was, listen, men be menning, any man can cheat, but never make it easier for him to do so. Does that make any sense? All they need is opportunity, and they're going to do it. But you don't want to be the dumbass handing them the opportunity to, if that makes any sense. If that even makes any sense at all, I don't know. And this could have potentially been funny had a actual lunch had been packed. But all he gave her was a bunch of shitty snacks and dog food with a note that said, you're my dog, and then bring this back because the dogs are low on food. If that's the case, I don't see the jokes. And now this woman is claiming that her livelihood is at stake. If that is true, I think you need to touch grass if you are calling the school and threatening her job. But this is just, it keeps getting worse. And all I can think about, I try my best not to judge people. One strike against her is that she's a Trump supporter. But I also remember back when I was with my abusive ex-husband, when I would make every excuse in the book for his toxic behavior, because I did not want anybody to tell me to leave him, because I desperately just wanted to be able to say that I had a husband. And I also knew that acknowledging the shitty things that he was doing meant that I would actually have to make some changes. I would actually have to put forth work to make a budget and a plan to leave. And what was I going to do as far as raising my kids and providing for them? And that's a scary thought, to have to leap into the unknown and not know what you're going to do. I also felt like a failure, because my whole entire life I put marriage on a pedestal. People around me put marriage on a pedestal, and everybody was telling me that marriage is hard work. So I assumed that hard work was putting up with abuse and disrespect. So as I said in my last video about this, women like us don't need to stop saying our piece in these women's comment sections, because they might not realize it now, and unfortunately some never realize it, but we can save some. There are some where you plant that seed and they start thinking about it, and then over time it makes sense and they start to wake up. So while she might be a lost cause, there are other women who need our help. So even though we're annoyed that women post these videos, we don't need to stop telling them your man is a bitch.
Go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about this entire conversation down in the comment section. But as always, please keep it respectful. Yeah, on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a very respectful way. So go ahead, feel free, share your thoughts. Let me know that, like, if you're like me, you saw some of the things she said and her sister said not matching up. So apparently she said the sister was in on the joke. That was the first one. But the sister said she was the one that suggested that. Apparently, she said she was the one that told the husband what to pack her. But apparently, the sister said, oh, the husband came to her and they decided to pack her that lunch. And to where? See, I wasn't surprised. I think the first video I did, I actually talk about how this woman is going to come to defend her husband and say, oh, we're just 18 and all that. This is a textbook thing. This is a textbook thing right now on social media, because you're going to post the content, then people are going to call your husband out for being a shitty human being, and then you come out and try to defend that same man rather than seeing him for what he is. And the fact that the sister is out there supporting it. See, people just need to understand that because some people are family, that does not mean they like you. Some people just don't like you. Some people can stand you. Like me personally, I know I'm one of the most difficult person to be around with. Like my own siblings, as much as I know they love me, they cannot be in a confined place with me for a long time. They're going to lose out. So people really need to know, be honest about the dynamic they have with people they call family, and stretch it out and know what box to put it at this point, because you'll be having the people that really can stand your guts, you cannot tolerate you, want you be forcing it on, and then they will do shitty things like this to you. If you ever and this is one thing I've come to learn in life, and I feel like I should share this right now, is that if you've ever been in a situation, like if you ever have people in your life and all that, as much as yes, they may play some practical jokes with you here and there, most of the time people that genuinely like you, they just want to do nice things for you. That's one thing I've come to realize. People that genuinely like you just want to make your life easier, just want to do nice things to you. So the most of the prank they want to prank you are prank of nice surprises, sweet surprises, things that was going to put a smile on your face, things that's going to ease your life. So if you have people around you, people in your life, that the only prank they want to prank you is this type of prank of humiliation, calling you dog, giving you dog food, look at them with two eyes, because why is that the first thing that came to your mind when you think that you want a kiki kaka moment with me? Why was that the first thing? Why not something else nice, something unpredicted and all that, that's going to that's going to put a big smile on your face, that's going to make you laugh genuinely, rather than something that dehumanize you? I personally, I don't even play with things like that. Like if you even, whether you're my friend, whether you just even give the slightest stupid talk or initiative around me, towards me, I'm clocking it and I'm telling you right there. And people just really need to understand. People that genuinely like you, you think about somebody that you genuinely like. You genuinely like, that you want to play a prank on, or you want to give them a shock factor. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you want to do that? Usually it's something nice. Usually it's something harmless, something relaxed, just something really sweet. That's what, at least that's me. When I think about my loved ones and things I want to do for them, or things I want to use to like surprise them, or like do a kiki kaka moment with them, they are usually nice stuff. And we'll all do the kiki kakaing and smile and cry together. But the fact that your sister co-signed it, and yeah, right now she's on the internet trying to defend it, and like, the fact that both of you are on the internet trying to defend these actions, this what happened, it does not make sense. That something is wrong. Something is very, very wrong. And we've seen women like this that they know deep down something is wrong. They put it out on the internet so that the internet give their opinion to validate what they feel. And when the internet push hard, then they start, oh, that was not, you people don't understand. We don't understand, but we can see. There's a woman here, I don't know if I'm going to post that video. There's a woman here that came to talk about how the internet was the first person that made her to really see her husband for what her husband is. Or her ex-husband, because at the time she was making the video this year, she was already divorced. She said the internet was what clocked it up for her, because I think the husband was saying something to their son, and the internet was like, you shouldn't be saying that to your son, that. And then she said, people started pointing out different things, and then she started noticing the pattern, and like, oh, I'm really letting things slide. Because I feel like when you're a consumer, when you're like in love, I know that sometimes you allow a lot of things fly that you should be looking with squinting and be looking. Anyway, guys, you guys let me know what you guys think about this video down in the comment section. Go ahead, share your thought. Love to know what you guys think. Do you think we're all overreacting? Do you think it's not a big deal? Even calling her a dog, like, why will your husband calling you your dog? I understand you say, sometimes you say, bro. Sometimes I do that, like, oh, bro. But Nah, you could even put a flower on that. That's something sweet on that day, but no, it calls you a dog, and you are yes, that is how we call ourselves. Who are you fooling? Wake up, auntie. Anyway, go ahead and share your thought. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go ahead and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push up my content for more people to see. And that will be you supporting this channel and this girl. So go ahead and do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys in my next video. Deuces.